Oh my god, Eric. This is
That
the worst CGI game.
Yeah, you got to think about
That's some Spy Kid CGI right there.
Yeah,
That's
literally, I
disgusting.
think that's the same hall that they used when he was like, "You took ballet? What a coincidence!" That's what it looks like.
I even remember a quote from Spy Kids.
I don't even remember a quote from Spy Kids. Jesus Christ.
Guys, I don't know why that was just in my head.
This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, beautiful nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast, episode 81. And as always, it's me, Jack. With me is Patty, Eric, Antonio, Dan, and Lenny.
That's crazy.
Would it be?
I almost called you by your Discord names, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it sounded like you were reading off a list. So.
You were about to say I heard the hesitation.
I should have kept it as have you read Solo Leveling?
Have you read Solo Leveling?
Have you read Solo? It's cut off. Valiant Star.
Bread.
No. We have to name ourselves Have You. Or no, get a loaf of bread from the store.
Oh my god. It would be out of order, wouldn't it? Because it's out of
Alphabetically.
Yeah, shit.
Damn, you're right.
We'll just put numbers in front of it.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Okay. We'll do it later. All right. So this week we're going to be going into like we did with the preview, like we said last week. We're gonna be talking about our favorite non-MCU or DC character, comic book hero.
The cool
I can't wait
ones.
to piss off everybody here except for Lenny. Woo!
Well, I mean,
Let's
technically,
go.
mine is heroes because it's a little group,
Fuck the MCU.
but it's fine.
To be
And
fair, mine's an anti-hero, but he's cool.
There you go.
Same.
hog the fuck out.
I realized this today that this is just like technically protagonist part 2.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like a
It's more
niche version.
specific.
it's a prequel.
because if I didn't do the character I did for protagonist, I would have just done him.
This is what we would call the pre-sequel.
Facts.
Okay. But like we only reason I think the way Tone said it was we were talking a lot of like Marvel and a lot of DC, and I think this is a good sort of like taste breaker.
Icebreaker.
Well, you know,
Palette cleanser.
palate cleanser. That's the
Taste
thing.
breaker?
Yeah.
Taste breaker.
Taste breaker.
I found my
know.
this episode. Taste breaker.
I found my t-shirt design. Taste breaker.
Yeah.
There you
All right.
go. Oh,
Let
God.
me just okay.
I was gonna
Write
put it in there
down.
for
He's
you.
gonna write it down. Taste breaker.
Taste breaker.
That sounds
Okay.
a terrible Overwatch final.
Wait, what's the correct way to say it, Tones?
Palette cleanser.
Palate cleanser.
You should make some mints and call them taste breakers.
Oh my god.
I don't know if that's how you spell it, but let's move on.
That's
to-
how you spell the town in Pokemon. You forgot the E at
Cool.
the
You know
end.
what? That's fine.
It's fine.
I'm just letting you know.
You know.
Just so everybody out there knows that he
Spell
spelled
it.
the right
Oh
one.
yeah, hold up. Okay.
In my opinion. No, it's fine because
Okay.
technically they mean the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you put boxes on a pallet. But
That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah. It's my bad. That is my bad. Okay. Yes. So before we do that, Eric.
What the fuck happened there?
you tell me.
Okay,
No.
lightning
Okay,
round.
we have a little bit to get through in lightning. It's not going to run really long, but it's just going to be a little discussing period. And there's a couple things we're probably going to discuss. So it's definitely not going to be this one, though. A Spy Kids reimagining is in development with Robert Rodriguez set to write and return as director for this franchise. So
Lowercase K period.
Honestly, I don't
Unfortunately.
really care that much.
I feel like it's going to go to Netflix, just like the other
Probably.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense in the long run for them. But
It's happening.
Honestly, I feel like they're gonna do pretty much the same way they did the Shark Boy and Lava Girl one, where it's gonna be much, much more of a kids movie.
I mean, Shark Boy
So
lit.
All I
Different
know is
type.
that Cameron's hot, so
yeah,
Or Carmen. Carmen. The
Cameron?
girl who played Carmen.
I thought you said
Fucking-
James Cameron.
No.
I was
I
like,
meant the girl who
whoa.
played Carmen.
Yes, you're right. You're right. She was in Machete. Ooh. All right.
She's on Hallmark now for some reason.
Oh God, I might have to check that out.
Oh,
right,
Alexa Vega.
so-
That's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a for me. I mean, I'm not. I'm not.
I give it an
Yo, she's married to one of the fucking.
Yeah, Carlos
Carlos.
Penavega.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
What's
were
his
in
name?
the first Hallmark
Big
movie
Time
was
Rush?
together. Come on.
His name is Carlos
ah.
in Big Time Rush.
Yeah. Okay.
He had the helmet.
Yeah. I mean, it's alright. You know. Like I think this it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be the same. You know?
That was the most hesitant
Because
I've
it's a
heard from Ben.
reimagining. Like,
I mean,
overrated as fuck. You know. I'm sorry. Go
You're
ahead.
giving us. Okay, so all the way
oh
around.
my god.
Cool. So Ryan Coogler, director of Black Panther, Black Panther 2, Creed, all that good stuff that we like around here, and his production company Proximity Media signed a 5-year deal with Disney to produce new content. This includes a Wakanda-based series on Disney Plus.
That should be good.
So I feel like they're trying to fill in the gaps over there because
That's gonna
this
be
is-
expensive.
Considering it's 5 years, this is like more than one show.
it has to be.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
this is
for now.
multiple things. At
At
least two.
minimum two. Yeah, at minimum two.
Yeah. But, like,
Probably three.
And if they go well enough, this contract is probably getting extended, and there's going to be. I feel like I could see if these things go well, I could see this company getting bought out
yeah.
and just
I-
becoming a Disney product.
I just feel like this is to fill in the hole for whatever they're doing over there with Chadwick
for the
Boseman.
second part.
But this is definitely a yay.
Yeah.
And then the other part of that is Michael B. Jordan has set out that he is willing to return to his role of Eric Killmonger for Black Panther 2. And I'm guessing for these two, depending on what they're going to be about, the series or whatever he's doing over there. The whole thing's a yay for me.
Hesitant yay in the second part.
I feel like depending on
It's
how
the only way, but it's still just like damn. Like it's all just leaving a bad taste just after.
It just
it
kind of
just feels
sucks
bad.
that it has to be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
It's not anybody's fault. It's just like damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, like,
Wait,
it's
damn,
nice
I
that they're
can't-
continuing it, but like at the same time, I kind of just wish that it like wasn't continuing because it just feels weird. Without
Yeah, they gotta
Obviously,
stop
they have to
closing.
continue it because of like
have to.
everybody else's contracts, like story
Yeah.
and all that. But
You wish they could just not, but that's just not the way the world works.
at this point they're just beating around the bush instead of being like straight up. You know what I mean? Like,
also, he's just gonna be like snow again. So
Yeah, the magic snow. That wasn't magic. It was just snow. Saved his
Yeah.
fucking life. I don't know how. But next
Um,
questions.
this is two. That second part.
it's like a
First
it's a
part
hesitant
is
yay
a
for
yay.
me.
Second part is like an to yay.
Both
Well,
go
don't-
for
It's a very hesitant yay.
It would be interesting to see what they would do with Eric Killmonger, though. See how they would bring him back if they do.
It's just
I'm-
a cop
It's gonna
out.
be some fucking
Yeah,
bullshit.
how they bring him back is going to be a cop out. It's more how they use him that I'm
Yeah.
Oh,
interested in. Because I
True.
mean, like his death is like ambiguous enough that you can like write it in that he didn't die, but
Somebody magically
he should
saved
be
him.
dead.
yeah.
I think they did it on
That's right.
purpose though. Like they did it on
They
purpose.
probably. I mean, it's like the fucking whole Mysterio thing. It's like, yeah, he died, but like, did he really?
No, I don't think
Exactly.
He did.
No,
I
he
don't
didn't.
think- All right.
You really gonna
Oh,
kill off Jake Gyllenhaal like that? Like, come on.
Well, I don't think they're going to kill out any other villains like that unless it's like in Thor, Love and Thunder. Look, I'm in the future already. And Ragnarok, you didn't see Hela die. Like they've been real weird about a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
but I don't think Hela is on the same level as Killmonger or like
She is a
do
god
people-
after all.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as
Oh.
as far as popularity goes, like, do people really care if Hela comes back? People care if
I do.
Killmonger comes back because Killmonger and Michael B. Jordan.
That's death. I
Like-
care.
I feel like a lot of people care about Hela.
Oh, I love
Really?
Michael B. Jordan.
She fine as fuck. What you mean?
Yo, Patty, we gonna talk after this.
Ah, ah,
Yeah, I guess we can move on for that. I guess that's Dan
Yeah.
probably would say yeah
He's saying,
for the
yeah,
first part and have a whole argument for the second part. I can
yeah. That's why I was
All right.
here.
All right. So, the Batman star. So Jay, I don't even know how to say it. Like Kurgo,
like Kurgo.
Like
Like
Kurgo.
Kurgo?
We'll go with that.
yeah, has been cast as Tim Drake in the third season of Titans. So the teaser we got for the Batman back all the way in last year. I don't remember when. Do y'all remember Comic-Con time?
That's
That
so.
was like that wasn't that back
Yeah.
in like August,
Something like that?
There was a point in time.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was in that little teaser, just a little kid, one of the goons, gang members, maybe, before Batman like beat the hell out of somebody.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He's
That's it.
gonna be Tim Drake, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Wait, what is he gonna be in the Batman? Is he just gonna be a goon, or is he gonna be like?
Yeah, they just showed him as a goon. That was it.
Because I don't think they're gonna make him into a Robin. Then in that case,
No. Well, no, this is in
or
Titans.
not. I'm not saying Dick Grayson, right? Robin, but like in the Batman. But that's so. Now, what you said, because we were talking about this before. So they have Dick Grayson, they have Jason
Jason
Todd. Now they have Tim Drake.
Yes.
So they have them all three at once. And then Batman's either dead or like fuck knows where.
He's alive, but
So
they're
fuck knows
real
where.
weird about him actually like being there and in the bat suit. Like he hasn't really been in the bat suit. In the first season, it was just like he wasn't cast. Bruce Wayne wasn't cast. None of that. They just showed like a Batman. In the second season, he was Bruce Wayne the entire time.
God, I
And in
want to
this
like
first
Titans
season,
so
like-
bad because of Teen Titans, but I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do.
I don't either. It's a mess over there.
Like
Like,
you could have just. I don't care if you don't do this contract again. Just do it again. I don't care. just give me my Slade. Give me my Judas contract. We're good.
oh, I love the dude that played Slade. I think my cousin was named after him.
God,
Yeah, it's a mess over there.
I just wish that I wish they, instead of putting money into Titans, they just like made season 6 of Teen Titans and actually ended it the way they should have.
Yes.
Because
Oh my
I
god.
don't end it.
because season 5 ended on a cliffhanger, and we needed an actual ending. But
Yeah.
we're never getting it,
No.
so it's fine.
We get
It's
a Red
gone
X show.
now.
Dude, actually though, where the fuck is Red X ever?
Red X. Yeah. We need to know who it is.
Because he was Robin, but he
If we get
wasn't.
If we get Red X in this show,
I'll watch it if we have him in. I honestly, I would
Get him
I would drop everything and I'll watch Titans. Fucking quote me on that.
Okay.
I want to know about Red X.
so,
He's finally in the comics.
so
I remember talking about that.
Titans. Titans is a mess. They have the whole Bat family over there.
They just need fucking Damien, but he's like not even born yet.
Oh my god, don't say that because they have one more. They're gonna do another season and he's gonna be in there, and I'm gonna be pissed.
That's so many fucking Robins at once.
That's bro. You have Nightwing.
You should have
What's his name?
two at
Apparently gonna
two at
die.
max at one time. Okay, maybe 3 because
You're gonna be
because Todd dies and comes back, but like 2 at
No,
max that
I
are
don't
like
keep it
actually
above.
alive.
We going on for a little bit with this.
We are okay. Next one.
You gotta like,
All right,
like shut the
Sorry,
fuck
he
up.
got me talking about Teen Titans.
But it's been like all
Okay.
of them so far. Can't lie.
that's what I said. So this week, quick. Zack Snyder's Justice League is gonna release exclusively on HBO Max on March 18th, and it's gonna be rated R for language and violence. Yes, a rated R Justice League movie.
I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
it
it's
is.
not a pog, but at
Yay.
the same time, it's Justice League, so I do not give a shit.
All right.
Good point.
Christ. Oh god. All right. The Matrix 4 got a title release. It's going to be called The Matrix Resurrections. And for some reason, somebody decided to leak this at Yahoo Finance. who
No comment, but that's funny.
had
Yeah,
freaking.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Because how does a movie title get leaked at Yahoo?
I think they
Who'd
were
you
doing.
do?
I feel like
Oh.
that's the yay for me. Is that somehow something got leaked at Yahoo Finance?
Yahoo Finance actually got a use. That's what I'm. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
the funniest.
I thought it was hilarious. I had to put it in there. Like there was
Probably just like a friend of like a worker at Yahoo Finance who just happened to know the title, just like casually mentioned it, and he was like, "Wait a minute, I can get people to notice our site."
yeah.
Here comes the money.
That was it. But I mean, it's interesting.
We still don't know nothing about it.
Oh yeah, of course.
And we never will.
Nothing. Okay. Yay for me.
I've never watched The Matrix, so it's an eh.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. It
I
I mean,
disappoints.
same, but
Alright,
like
whatever.
Yahoo
We don't
Finance.
Even more
fucking-
triggered.
let's just forget that happened and move on.
Yeah.
We'll forget you said that. Let's go.
All right.
Something important.
So, a official Cloverfield sequel, like that's connected to the actual
Fog.
first Cloverfield, is in the works. It's not gonna be a found footage film like the first one,
Fog. I'm
so it's actually gonna be.
Damn.
thank God.
I
Cloverfield
want
finally
to get
gets a sequel.
sick.
Cloverfield finally gets a
I
sequel.
want to get motion sick this one.
Nah,
still.
I feel like found film footages only work once in like a series,
Yeah.
maybe twice. I feel like the exception is like
Anyway,
the
so-
Wreck series,
Oh.
but that was because the sequel to the original Wreck literally took place at the same time as the original movie was going on. It's very strange, but it was a concept that worked. But I'm happy it's not a found film footage again, because that shit is fucking can be very hard to watch.
Yeah, it came out in 2008. So like, how many years later?
10,
13.
13.
Could be
And
more
Matt
though. That
Reeves
depends if it comes
had
out
the
this year.
first one. Yeah, it's not
13
going.
possibly.
14,
14.
15?
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be 22 or 23 at this point, especially with everything that's going on.
I'm just fucking like if it's getting a direct sequel, not like.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
happy about
I think
that.
there's like what 3, 4
Yeah,
movies in this.
Three.
3.
There's
Yeah.
the
There's this
41
Coldfield Lane.
yeah.
There's another
Uh,
one, but
one in
both of them are
space.
spin-offs.
The
Yeah.
one in space, and then there's one more, I believe, but I can't remember at this time.
I'm
The
happy
one
it's
in
getting a
space.
sequel.
I just like
One
that.
The one on
sentence.
Netflix.
The Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah,
That
so
came
there's only
out.
two.
That one came out in 2018. Paradox.
It was during the Super Bowl. They said, "Oh, this is coming out after the Super Bowl." I was
J.J.
like, "What?"
Abrams did all the was the producer in all of them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cloverfield Lane was good. They didn't have to connect it, but it was. I liked it. All right, next. Edgar Wright, our favorite
The People's Champion.
Ant-Man director that didn't direct it. I'm still sad about that. Anyway, he said and came out that he finished writing his script for Baby Driver 2. We don't know when this is going into production.
We don't know anything.
We just know
When
that
did we
he wrote-
ever?
we just know it's happening.
finished 3 versions of it. Yeah. So excited. That's a yay for me. I love the first one. It was great.
No
It's
comment.
an it's
Man,
an
didn't care about
yay
it.
for me.
No, it's
What's
a
wrong with
yay.
you?
Yeah, for real. What the fuck?
What is
It's a
wrong?
great ass movie.
Yeah.
don't
I
care
was
about
gonna
it.
say, I'm like, I know Dan fucking loves that movie.
I love you, dude.
Shut up, Penny.
Did you guys ever try to listen with it with headphones? Because when Baby
No.
has the headphones in, when the music is playing, if it's in one ear, the music only plays in that one ear.
So it's
I
stereo.
hate when that shit happens.
Stereo.
I fucking hate that.
Why you have stereo for a movie? That's kind of weird.
No,
That's
it's
so
only
annoys
in
me so
certain
much.
scenes. It's not the whole entire movie.
That's still kind of weird.
But it's
I've seen that.
interesting.
Regardless,
Mhm.
it's
Yep.
a yay that this fucking sequel's happening.
Dan.
Yeah.
All right. Take it away. Whoever's next. Antonio.
Okay. In
the
straight
moon.
up news. So first off, I think everybody already heard about this, but we're going to talk about it anyways. AMC and GameStop stock roller coaster. And right now, NGM and Netflix are both already working on a film / series based on the incident. So that's the weird part. But to quickly talk about what actually happened, Patty, you could tag in afterwards. But in short, there's these things called shorts that people will do where they will pretty much borrow stocks from one party and they will sell the stock. They will then try to drive down the price of the stock by pretty much shit talking the company, making it so people don't want to buy the stock. Pretty much saying like, "Hey, don't buy it. They're gonna go down anyways." So then once it does go down, they can buy it back, sell it back, or they can buy it back at a lower price, give it back to the party they borrowed it from, and then keep the money or keep the excess.
The difference.
Yes. So what people on Reddit were doing was they were like, no, you can't do that to my GameStop, my AMC, my fucking Nokia, my BlackBerry.
GameStop is the biggest one by far.
GameStop was the biggest one, but those other three were also affected. But they then bought up the stocks, driving up the prices to points where they really shouldn't be because they weren't worth that much. So this
they were
then
trying to fuck short sellers.
Yeah.
Because they work for hedge funds and people don't like hedge funds.
And even though it's unethical, for some reason it's still legal, which I honestly don't understand. Like, it just sounds really scummy, but whatever. But in short, like, apps like Robinhood ended up like just not allowing people to sell their GameStop stock or buy it. They put a hold on it, showing that like, hey, we are fucking assholes. You aren't allowed to do this.
You know what's really funny about Robinhood is they have a Super Bowl commercial about how they're like the good guys in these like investing world, which is hilariously timed after they just blatantly expose themselves as not that when they just bowed to the banks when they were supposed to be. I mean, they literally named their app Robinhood, like taking from the rich, giving to the poor.
But
and
actually,
they just said, "Fuck the rich. We're gonna not fuck the rich. Fuck the poor. We're gonna help the rich out."
Fuck the poor. I'm rich now.
yeah.
And it's just like, bro, what?
Also, I don't like the whole argument that all these MBAs like lost their jobs. It's like, okay, but at the same time, these people are MBAs who probably have pretty good portfolios as they were in like hedge funds, so they're gonna get a job back.
Yeah, fuck the hedge funds, my guy.
Yeah, literally in 2008, they weren't the ones that were trying to get jobs. Everyone else was. Accountants and financial advisors, they had jobs. They were the ones that were needed the most. So after all this, they're gonna have jobs. And so yeah, I think that's it for that, right? No one else has anything to say.
I was just gonna say that it's like I am honestly not surprised that a movie is being made this fast.
It's funny it's being made this fast.
2 movies.
Well, because I mean, there was the one about. There was probably a bunch about the 2008 crisis, but there's like the
that makes
massive
sense
one
though.
about The Big Short.
But like, is this really on the same level as 2008 in the housing crisis?
Money though, bro.
Yeah, but
Netflix is making a show and already casted people, and
it's not the same
GM
level, but it's like big enough that I think it could.
Yeah.
Like
I just want to see how they talk about Redders. That's honestly what I'm here for, because that's funny.
I think it's gonna be great because the guy who started it, the Redditor who started, the Redditor who started it did it like over a year ago.
Yeah, he
started
started
like September of like 2019 when the stock was worth $4.
Yeah, no, and he's like still has the stock.
His name is Deep Fucking Value, and it's great seeing like the media refer to him. Just that they like nobody's like spelling out Redditors' names because they're all just like. They literally call themselves like they were like the power of autism will fucking prevail. Redditors are a different breed.
They really are. With that out of the way, recently we got the synopsis for the new Suicide Squad movie, and Eric, this is word for word, right? For what they released?
This is word for word.
Okay, so I'll
Copy
say
and
it.
pasted. So go ahead.
So it goes.
Well, actually, I changed something because it said, it was the grammar was weird.
That's fine.
Okay.
Welcome to Hell, aka Bell Rev, the prison with the highest mortality rate in the US of A, where the worst supervillains are kept and where they all will do anything to get out. Even join the super secret, super shady Task Force X. Today's do or die assignment: assemble a collection of cons including Bloodsport, Peacemaker, Captain Boomerang, Ratcatcher 2, Savant, King Shark, Blackguard, Javelin, and everyone's favorite Psycho, Harley Quinn, then arm them with heavily and drop them, literally, on the remote, enemy-infused island Arcoto Maltese.
I'm for it. I'm here.
100%.
I am present and
So, like,
excited.
apparently they're gonna fight each other throughout the movie too, and I'm for it.
Oh, of
100%.
Because if they're just not being fucking monitored by like a military hit squad,
they're
with
being
them.
monitored.
Here's what I want to know now. How did Harley get into Belle Rev?
Again, I don't know. She got caught.
I don't think she's.
Because this isn't.
Like I said, I don't think she was in prison. I think they just need her. She's like, okay,
Is Birds of Prey like technically connected, or is it its own
Yeah.
thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly
yeah.
before. She gets
It's
caught.
before.
I think they said something about Cassidy.
That's what I'm saying. I think she got
Cassidy is someone, I don't know her name. What's her name? Cassidy Kane? Cassidy Kane? Can't remember.
I think it's Cassie.
Cassie Cage from
Cassie.
Mortal
Kane.
Kombat?
Kane.
You said
no.
Cage.
Kane.
Oh my god.
I heard Cassie Lang, but like that's not.
I heard Cassie Cage.
You guys are in different worlds here. I love it.
You know it.
Yeah, but we're excited.
Yes.
Cassandra Kane. That's what it was.
Cassandra. There you go. Yeah.
I also want to know what happens to all the other people who were in like the original like video we got of the cast who are not mentioned here.
Dead.
Because there are some that just
Dying.
mentioned.
Either they die
Slipknotted? Question
or
mark?
maybe it depends.
Probably.
But it's weird that they mention. Yeah, it is. But Javelin definitely dies. We know this. We know this for a fact.
We saw it.
It's just interesting that like they list like not a very large team. I mean, I feel like this is like not even like, maybe half of all the people that were shown in the original
Eight.
the cast.
There were
trailer.
16. Yeah, there were 16 of them. This is
And now
eight.
it's 7. Or is it? Wait.
9.
I also counted
Yeah.
7.
We all counted
Oh
different.
my god! What the fuck?
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
it's
so
it's
sorry.
9. It's 9.
It's 9. Yeah, I'm right.
It's 9. I don't know how I got 7.
There's just a large amount of text. That's my excuse.
Yeah.
I don't like commas.
I'm special. I counted everyone and Psycho.
For the cast of
How the
Suicide
fuck
Squad
how am I
2,
the one who got the number right?
for the cast of Suicide Squad 2, they have Jared Leto on it.
He's not.
That's tough.
The
He's
only
put-
thing he's done for it is Justice League, the Snyder Cut. Right now, they don't know what they're doing with him.
Hopefully nothing.
Shut up, Patty.
Shut up.
I swear to God, I will bring Tom Holland in here so quick.
I fucking hate you. Actually, no, I hate him. What am I saying?
I only have a strong disdain for you. It's not hate yet.
No, not yet. But
Give it a
I mean,
minute.
James Gunn, what did he say? He said something today that he has so many plans for other spinoffs of different characters. And I was like, wow, he's in it for the long run over there.
Yeah, and he like working
I'm okay
on
with that.
Peacemaker shit, working on
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. I feel like
You
there
know
might
what?
be another thing he could get his hands on.
I honestly think at this point, I think the MCU is just gonna stay in this like samey so place for a while, where like they're all like decent, but there's nothing really like too special.
Standing out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all gonna be like the same. It's like it's gonna be good, but it's all gonna be the same. I feel
At
like
DC,
over
it's-
at DC, if they're being experimental, they're gonna try out different shit. And I
They're
think
trying to find
he's-
their stride.
yeah,
Nothing's connected.
and I'm okay with that. I'd rather have more interesting freaking zany shit.
I can't wait to see Nathan Fillion in Suicide Squad 2.
He's gonna
Yeah,
die.
Remove his hands and then.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
That man's gonna fucking die. He's literally.
He's
one
gonna
of
be
the-
armless and blow up. Like we already
That's
know.
fine. That's going to be a cool
That's like
scene.
No, I kinda want the bad guys to-
Slipknot.
Me, you know
Nobody was
what? Me
excited
and
to
Patty are already
fucking
excited for.
Slipknot.
We've said it like 3 episodes now.
Oh my god. What are we excited for?
Pete Davidson, Ariana Grande death.
Oh, yep. Honestly, if they kill him and it's not like some kind of Ariana Grande reference, that's a fucking crime. I will
Travesty.
not be
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna boycott it. No, I'm not.
happy. I'm gonna boycott it after I see it.
I'm not gonna buy it on DVD. I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray.
I will not buy your Blu-ray.
All right. Yeah, I feel like we're done with news.
All right, so we're going to be talking about our, like I mentioned up top, our favorite comic book heroes that are non-Marvel, non-DC related. So this could be from various types of media, or various types of sections of comics. So it could be like a Dark Horse, could be what the
Anime.
hell's the- yeah.
Manga.
I don't know a specific
Manga.
one. Not
Manga.
Manhwa.
Yeah, my bad.
Manhwa.
I don't know a specific anime
God.
fucking what's it called? Because there's one called that. Sorry.
I'm trying to remember what my IDW, Image Comics, shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about. I mean, you'll at this point, I feel like you might, people listening to this, know the track record of who's gonna be talking about what, you know.
Nah.
Nah.
Especially not me and Lenny. Like,
They'll never
Nope.
figure out those.
they'll
two.
never see it coming, yo.
Actually, they might not know, man.
Well, yeah. Well,
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
the point. They know what's coming. They don't know what it is.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, so Patty,
Haha.
All right.
haha.
So for mine, I had no fucking clue this was a comic series. Actually, I looked it up. There was like only 6 issues ever
We
printed.
looked it up like the first time trying to figure out what heroes are out there.
Yeah. So mine is the Men in Black, and I think so we're doing the heroes, right? Like the main characters. So that would be Agent J and Agent K, obviously played by Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones. I count like the first 2 movies.
To be canon.
I mean, not to be canon, but just to be like legitimate.
Great.
The third movie's like I'm iffy on it,
Hmm.
and then Men in
The
Black
fourth
International
movie.
is just fucking dog
I don't
shit
even know what you're
trash.
talking about. Why'd you even
The
mention
fifth
it?
movie,
Men in Black,
R.I.P.D.
22, Jump Street.
R.I.P.D.
Hey, we never thought about that.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Do you know when the original issue came out?
First issue was
So you said 90s.
90.
It's just 90s in general.
No, well there were 3 issues that were published in 1990, and then a second series was published in 91. Actually, I guess we might need to do another edit point because I'm realizing that the people who made this were bought out by Marvel.
Yeah, I was just about to say something.
Wow.
So its original name was Arcel, would later be bought out by Malibu Comics, which itself was bought out by Marvel Comics.
But that we don't. It's before.
In technicality,
This is way
when
before.
the comic was out,
Yeah.
it was not Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll cut
And
that.
the movie.
Therefore,
Marvel
Men in Black
neither.
are
Yeah,
therefore
that's
Men in Black are not part of the MCU.
Okay.
There you go.
I just saw
Yeah,
that.
Jack.
and I was
There's no edit point. We'll just
Oh.
keep it at in.
Okay.
Gotta love technicalities.
That's honest.
I fucking hate Patty. He was like, "Wait, we gotta stop this whole thing and start
Wait,
over." It's owned
wait.
by Marvel.
Sorry, okay.
Hey, you
Restart
never
the
know.
episode.
All right. Let's do the
Rewind
intro this time.
Sorry.
Honest.
So, publisher, who was the publisher again?
The first one was published by, I'm going to say, Aircel Comics, AIRCEL, and then the second series
I hate you.
was published by Malibu. Oh, I think they changed it because if I'm looking at the comics right, originally it was 2 white dudes, and then when they did the movies, they got Will Smith.
What you mean? There was 2 white dudes in the beginning of Men in Black. Why am I saying it like that? I had to say it right after you. 2 Caucasian dudes in the beginning of the first one. Remember, the dude was getting old.
Well, yeah, but like, what he's basically saying that, like, in the original comic, that's what the main.
Yeah, like
focus
the
was.
main 2 characters like throughout the entire comics. I think at least.
I thought the movie was first and then the comic, though, is what I'm saying.
No.
Okay, you got it.
Comic first, then movie.
Because the movie was
It
97.
was 97. The comic was done in 91. So yeah, it was comic, then movie.
Yeah, it is. It's a blonde dude and a
Like a brown haired dude.
yeah.
He's balding.
That's the first thing I was gonna say. A balding dude.
He is balding, I can't lie.
So, you want to give a quick synopsis of the comic and what's it about? For
Boom.
people who don't know about Men in Black,
So the Men in Black, they're like this secret, government, not government agency that deals with. They're basically like the immigration services, but for aliens, which is kind of fucking wild. But that's
I
like
never thought
technically
it
all
like
they are.
that, but yeah.
And the original movie is about like Will Smith's character who becomes Agent J. Like basically, I think the beginning is literally just him going through like the job application process to join the agency, and then he gets partnered with Agent K, and they basically stop this intergalactic
Roach.
terrorist from killing some other aliens. And it's just very interesting, like going through like, because a lot of the movies kind of from Will Smith's character perspective,
Point of
as you
view,
just kind of
yeah.
like learn about like how there's just aliens all over the place, and he's just like constantly like fucking like baffled at the shit that's just out there.
That guy
He's just
weirded
like,
me
there's
out every time.
fucking aliens.
The bad guy in that, he fucking weirded me out.
Oh, they were all weird. And then there was the like the one room in like their headquarters that has all like the really weird looking things. Oh, what are they called? I forget their names. But there's like 5 of
you gotta
them.
be specific.
It's kind of hard with the alien things. Fuck.
Dan, that's the
Yeah.
actor who plays
I can't
Kingpin
remember.
in Daredevil.
Yeah, I know Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio. Yeah.
Um,
About the worms.
they're like worm looking things. They had like,
Yeah.
they're like worms with legs.
The worms.
No.
The worms. Those guys are fucking hilarious. Then I think, the second one. Honestly, I kind of like the second one a little bit better than the original. I can't lie, because in the second one, Agent K, Tommy Lee Jones's character, retired, and this like monster came down to Earth, and she disguised herself as a lingerie model, and then like takes over the Men in Black building and like takes all of those people hostage. And so Jay has to go find K, convince him to come back, and then fucking kill the I don't even know how to
The chick.
say the chick.
I don't know how to say it.
I don't know how to say that. Actually, I think it's just Kylothian.
Yeah,
Who's to
you're
say?
right. That's exactly what it is.
All right, so Patty, what did this stand out like to you to pick that one?
That's a great question. Honest answer,
Wow.
the only one that I really liked that wasn't
I mean,
taken.
yeah, okay, I made a list.
There was a list of things that we had, and I was like, you know what? I really liked the Men in Black series. Didn't know it was a comic book beforehand. That's about it.
That's okay. All right, Tones.
Shalom.
You feeling ready?
Yup.
All right.
So
Oh,
my, I can just not be on this episode.
No,
Shut the. Nah, Eric. No.
I didn't realize you were up second.
I really hate you right now.
I love you so much.
I'm just here. I want to enjoy something. I haven't even been annoying about it lately. I
I'm
deleted say.
gonna listen. I'm gonna
Nah.
listen.
Okay, now in actuality, my favorite comic book hero is technically from a manhwa, aka a Korean comic, and his name is Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling.
Solo leveling.
It's
What is solo leveling?
well, we're gonna get to that. But first, the first issue was released on March 4th, 2018, so it's fairly new.
Oh,
And as
I
you
didn't
could
know it
probably,
was that new.
yeah, and as you could probably tell by the way I talk about it every week, it's still ongoing. And I didn't actually know the publisher until like I looked it up literally like a second ago, and it's I just closed out the link. But it is DNC Media, so just like I'm guessing Korean publisher. Let's look it up. It's in Korean. Yep. Oh, hey,
Like-
I read a lot of this stuff. Yeah, it's so crazy. I think they also do light novels as well.
How did you find solo leveling?
Well, you see, so there's this app called Manga Rock that's now off the App Store that
Oh.
I would just like kind of just go through like either popular or recommended,
Mhm.
and I just read everything because I didn't have a fucking life, and I still don't. It's just that now the app I use is like not efficient because it doesn't give me recommendations after I'm like done reading something, like all the chapters.
Mhm.
But yeah, I read it. I was like, damn, this is good. I really like it, and I haven't stopped.
So does solo leveling have a movie or show?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
It has an original web novel, which is like the actual like an actual, I wouldn't say book, but it's just like writing. So it's
Ah.
and
Does
then
that
it
have
has
like an anime planned, or is it just the book?
I
right now?
have no clue. I'm guessing that sooner or later. So, have you guys heard about Tower of God and how that
I
got
thought
an
you were
anime?
gonna say the line.
I have heard of Tower of God. Yes.
Okay,
I have
So-
not.
I didn't expect that, but well, I mean, I expected that. I expect you not to know, but so Crunchyroll got the rights to do Tower of God and make it into an anime. And Tower of God is a webtoon on the Line app webtoon. So what I think is going to happen is because that happened and because oh my god, it was another one. I think it was King of High School, and then they think they're going to start doing Noblesse, which is another webtoon. So I think because of that, they're starting to get this idea. They're starting to see that like these things are popular, like these manhwa, these manga, manhwas and webtoons are popular. So they're more likely to use them as inspiration for more anime. And there's a chance that it could happen, but there's nothing official.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There is a chance, and I will definitely watch it because this looks fucking beautiful. And if this was animated, that would be amazing.
How many issues is there?
138 as of today, since it updated. But yeah, no. So just like a quick synopsis of the show, or the manhwa is so there's these things called gates that kind of just appeared out of nowhere, and they're pretty much dungeons. But if they are let to sit for too long, then monsters that are in them will be able to go out into the real world. So this manhwa mainly takes place in South Korea. Oh yeah, and once the gates appeared, people awakened to powers, and those people were called hunters. So they would go into the gates and hunt the monsters. But this story is about a guy named Sung Jin Woo, who is the weakest hunter. He's an E rank, and they're ranked from E to S, and then there's also national rank, but they didn't go into that till later. And so he's like literally like the weakest hunter. He's just barely like not a regular person. Like he has just slightly better strength and like recovery. And he pretty much dies, and because he did these certain conditions that he pretty much did this like ritual without realizing it. So he was given the ability to level up. So he's the only hunter who is able to continually get stronger. Because everybody else, either they awaken and they stay at that one level, or they awaken and they awaken once more and they become stronger, but that's the only time they ever become stronger.
Is this similar to any of the other like manhwas or mangas that you've read or watched?
So about that, Lenny's gonna talk about one.
Okay.
Hmm.
But
No, I'm
there's
interested.
other ones that there's two I started reading recently that kind of go along with this like kind of concept. And at this point it's just become my guilty pleasure. But yeah, this was like the first one to popularize the concept, and then after that it's become, I wouldn't say common, but it's around now. But as for the character Sung Jin Woo, he is a badass because he's like, so on his own, he's like one of the strongest people. Like at this point, he's able to skillfully just like fucking run around and just like, he's pretty much a ninja on it by himself. He's like a rogue. But then he also has an ability where whenever he kills monsters or even some people, he can resurrect them as like shadows and they can fight for him. So he's
that's
pretty
kinda
much
cool.
he's a one-man army. So he's a summoner who is also like a fighter in himself. So he doesn't have to worry about having everything fight for him, because in the end he can also like fend for himself, and everything that he's like that's in his army is something that he's either personally killed or like his army is killed. So, and everything's weaker than him. So I always like that. That's the fact that like literally his army is almost like a trophy. Like the second strongest thing he has is a ant named Beru, and that was like that was the strongest thing that a lot of the like all the S ranks in Korea had ever seen. And Sung Jin Woo came in while they were all like being beat, like all of them were like fucking almost dying, and he comes in and plays with him, and then he's like, yeah, no, I'm done with this, you're dead. And that's why I love him, because even though he's fucking like he came from literally nothing, he's just so cool now. I love him, and it's just fun seeing it stronger and stronger.
If this were to become an anime, would you watch it?
Yes.
I did think before you finished,
not
I
a
was like,
question.
I expected
It's not
him
a
to
question.
answer you.
I mean, I already answered that before, but yeah.
Yeah, in my mind I was trying to say something different. I just don't know what I was trying to say. But yeah,
I don't know if solo leveling is popular enough now. I know I see it being talked about enough that I feel like it could be, but I don't know if it will.
I
I
feel
think
like
it's gonna
by
take time.
like halfway through this year, I feel like by the summer, like these things, not just solo leveling, but like
I think manhwa in general, like
Manhwa's
webtoons.
gonna be like a lot bigger.
I think because of Tower of God, it's definitely starting now, because Tower of God's like the biggest webtoon like out right now. But yeah, so there is possibility, but I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. Okay, and that
So,
means
I was going to
Dan-
ask you, why is this stand up? But I'm like, you've already answered.
I
like,
mean, you want me to keep on
you just-
going?
I mean, you can
Yo,
answer that if you want, but I feel
let's talk about the other shadows. Let's talk about
No.
Igris.
Yo, Egress. Oh my god, I love this.
Lenny, I'll let you go.
Oh my god. I don't want to waste time
He's cool.
unless I can.
I just want to say that, okay, so I'm just going to leave off with this. So partway through like the first season, because this is broken up in the seasons. We're in the second season now. Like, I say like 2/3 through the first season, he ends up killing a demon king, and he ends up getting his weapons, which is 2 daggers and like a great sword. He doesn't usually use the great sword, but he gave it to Igris, aka like his right hand shadow, which is like the first like powerful creature he
It was his first high ranking shadow that he had.
yeah. And right now Igris is just going around with like the demon king sword, and this thing just like creates thunderstorms when you slash with it, and I love it.
Christ.
It's an endless stream
so
of
cool.
lightning whenever he
It's
swings
so
it.
cool.
He's gone up a rank just because he wields that sword.
Yeah, he's
That's fucking
on
crazy.
par with one of the strongest S ranks in South Korea. That's the other thing. He fucking like literally has army, and like most of his army is like either B rank or higher, and he has some that are like on par with S ranks. So like he has shadows that fight for him that are stronger than most hunters in the world.
That's
And he just got like 5 giants because of what happened in recently. Which is,
Oh my god.
it's great. I love it.
he just kind of has these things, and they're
Oh
just
my god.
Yeah,
And
they're just in a shadow.
The
Just
giants are
there.
even worse too. That's the funny part.
Yeah, the giants are like not even as cool as like Igris or Iron. Iron is
Yeah.
the first person that he made into
The
a shadow.
first- Yeah, the first human that he killed, they made into a shadow.
Well, he didn't kill. He just
well,
he let him get killed.
Igris killed him. Igris stabbed him.
Oh yeah, I forgot Igris did stab him. Yeah, that's funny.
Igris stabbed him. Now he has a tank. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he has 2. He has Iron and Tank.
All right.
We love Tank. He's
Yeah,
just
Tank.
a
Just name
he's a
Tank.
he's a giant fucking
Tank.
Like-
Tank is just a giant polar bear.
that he rides. He also has a wyvern.
A wyvern that he doesn't use it for combat. He literally just rides it.
It's just
But
a mount.
It's the fastest thing he has.
your combat doesn't matter. I just need to ride.
Yeah.
And then like
Also, he fucking has like some of his shadows just patrol the fucking street he lives on to keep his family safe. It's so cute.
That's funny.
He
Yeah,
literally.
okay.
he-
He
I'm
kept,
just
like-
going on tangents now.
Yeah, I'm about to say we're going on tangents. Last one I want to say is Tusk, because Tusk can actually turn giant and just he has the power of like most S ranks and the
Yeah.
destructive power of hiding S rank. And it's just like, oh, he
Yeah.
just summoned. He not only did he kill it in front of like entire guild, he took its shadow in front of the same guild as well.
Yeah, this man's soloing like S rank dungeons now. Like that's what he did in the like the last part of the like what recently happened. He was literally just soloing an S rank dungeon that broke in Japan. Like Japan's like we can't do anything. And he's like, okay, just step back. I got this.
Open sesame.
But yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I like him. I like Sun Jin Woo. I like solo leveling. I'm glad I finally got to talk about it like fully on here.
It's like every week. How long? When did you start? talking about
I
it? Just
started
real quick.
Okay, so I started reading it when it was like 60 chapters in, and it's at like 138 right now.
And when do the chapters get released?
Every Wednesday, but there was like a break because obviously when I talked about the seasons, there's like breaks between those. I mean, I've been reading this since like I started college. I don't know
That's-
how often I didn't start talking
I don't
about
think
it
you used to
much
talk about it.
until like I was like, "Hey, Lenny, you should read this. I really like this." And then I started talking about it every day because I wanted Lenny to read it,
Yeah.
and then I wanted Dan to read it, but like Dan doesn't
That's
read.
refusal.
Don't read.
Hey, that's your words,
Why you
not
gotta
mine.
put me on the spot?
You
Okay, yeah,
said
I know.
that, not me.
I know, but I would put myself on the spot.
Okay,
for you
Dan,
guys,
why aren't
not
you
in
reading
front of-
it?
All right, my turn, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
All I'm
Okay.
saying, I'm gonna leave it all in this. I'm just hope that people read solo leveling now
Please.
after hearing that.
All right, so I decided to do my longtime favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I never read like any of the original comics. I've watched videos. I'm like, oh, what they were about, but like what they came out and they were super dark, and then the cartoons made it all like lighthearted and
Kid friendly.
everything. Yeah, so the first issues, because I think 1 and 2 came back to back, were released in 1984, and like I said, it was super dark, super like gory. I'm pretty sure like Shredder dies in like the first comic.
Straight up murdering.
No, he just dies at the end of the first issue or something like that, or the second issue. But like it's all black and white, and it has like there's no clear distinction of like who's who. I think even like
Ah,
there's no belt buckles. It's just the swords. Because I think originally they all had red bandanas like within the story, and then like I read like the reimaginings of not the original, but like of a version of the original. You know, they looked kind of similar, but they just had more of a colorized look to it. I don't know if you guys Tones or Jack, if you guys remember, I had the comic in my room.
Yeah.
I think I remember, yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't you
this
get
is
it?
one of the stories. What?
How did you get that comic again? Wasn't it from a cereal box?
No,
No, sorry.
no,
I do remember it. I just thought it came from there. Sorry.
that'd be a really big cereal box, because like it's a pretty big like
Oh.
booklet of like various issues.
yeah, he got a family
They messed
size
up.
cereal box.
Yeah, like if I got in the cereal box, I'd be like, this might be worth a lot, so I might as well sell it on eBay. But like, I got it at a bookstore at the mall. I don't know where the bookstore is anymore, if they like took it down and replaced it with something else. But I know the point where it was at. It's like near the main entrance, and I really liked it. Though there were times where I just read it and read it and read it, and I'm like, I know I memorized all the lines, but like I just really liked the art, and like it was just interesting. But like that's kind of my only experience with a Ninja Turtles comic, as far as like the entire film / show part of the characters. Actually, I'll say publisher first. The publisher was IDW, I think. Unless that might be now.
Wasn't this one Archie? Or is that not a publisher?
No, that's a
It's-
publisher, but it's not.
It says Mirage Studios.
Mirage. That's what it was. Yeah. I mean, they've gone literally everywhere except Marvel.
Thank God.
I mean, Star Wars went to Marvel for a bit, but like,
in the 80s.
Yeah, that's when they needed money. But like Ninja Turtles have literally gone everywhere. Right now they're at Nickelodeon, but I don't know if they're still doing comics. I'm sure they are, but like I don't know who's doing
No,
them.
I think what it says, the production date said 2015. So I think they are finished making the books because
Oh yeah. That's probably the time where they sold it to
Nick.
Nickelodeon. Yeah, because Mirage 1984 to 2005.
I find it
see.
interesting how it was originally supposed to be a one shot, and then
Yeah.
it became
That's why Shredder died.
yeah.
Damn.
Like there was no other thing that, but like they actually. Do you guys know the synopsis, or do you want me to still say it?
I know the characters.
Yeah.
So essentially, do you guys know Daredevil's origin?
Yeah.
Well, like
Sure.
he gets hit with like
Acid.
well, yeah, what toxic shit in his eyes, right? Technically speaking, when they wrote the origin for the Ninja Turtles, the turtles there are turtles in the original Daredevil like comic, I think, or that might just be a nod to it afterwards. But like, the nod was towards the towards Daredevil because in the comic there's a little kid who pushes off an old man, and there's like who gets pushed into like a kid holding like a turtles like bowl, like they're in the bowl, and he drops it and they fall into the sewer, and whatever like toxic acid, whatever the hell it is, ooze, whatever, falls onto them. So the ooze that would hit Daredevil's face is the same ones that hit the Ninja Turtles. It's not really connected, but like it's just like a meta joke with that they had in the original, and they constantly reference each other. Like I think in the 2003 show, the kid was blind too, or something. So there's a little bit of references there. But yeah, Ninja Turtles get hit with like the ooze, and depending on the version, they encounter a guy named Hamato Yoshi who either transforms into what the hell's his name? The rat? Splinter.
Yeah.
I just had the rat because I was looking at Greg.
The rat.
But he either transforms into Splinter, or Splinter's a separate version who was a pet to Hamato Yoshi, who fled to New York from Japan. But like they kind of just grow up being taught the martial arts and like given names, and their personalities developed by like what they really like. Like obviously there's one the leader, there's one that's smart, there's one that's a hothead, there's one that's like a wild card who likes, well, they all like food, but in the fucking the intro was like he's a party dude. He's like a wild card. So I think my favorite interpretation in movies is the original 1990s, or the one in 1990. Because it had that middle ground where it was dark, but it had some moments of comedy for the kids, and that ultimately was its downfall because for the sequels to the series, they constantly made it like even less edgy with more comedy. Like in the second movie, because parents complained of the Ninja Turtles using their weapons, they literally never used their weapons in the second movie.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So you know how Michelangelo has nunchucks?
Yeah.
He uses sausage links, and Leonardo shoots his swords up in the air, gets stuck in like the ceiling,
And uses
grabs
baguettes.
onto them, and he just like pushes up and next to like somebody, and it hits him with his feet. Like like they don't use their weapons. Like I think that was probably the only way like it going down for that movie series, because like, the first one is the best one. Second one's not terrible, but the third one's probably the worst. Because they go back. I'll just say this quickly. It's like a lamp that takes him to feudal Japan, and they're exchanged with 4 other warriors. So those 4 warriors go into the future, and there's some mishap, and while they go back to the past, and they have a little adventure. It's pretty stupid, but like as a kid, I always rewatched those original 3 movies. But the first one is my favorite movie. And as far as shows, I've liked the 2003 version. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it like one of the earlier episodes. might have been the first episode, Tones.
Yeah.
Right?
Like his first going to the second, probably.
Yeah, and no, I think it was the games one because I that was
Yeah.
based on that series. But that one was really good too because like I think one of the cooler things about Ninja Turtles is like the dark side of the turtles. Like it's not just look, we're just wacky, like there's consequences. There's like one of my favorite arcs in that show was they go very mystical in that show by the end of it, but it makes sense. It's not just like a weird change. There's like it gradually changes like that. But they go very mystical and very sci-fi esque. But like my favorite arc was when each turtle gets transported into different points, like different multiverses. Leonardo gets transported to an arena where he helps a rabbit. Raphael goes to a race, like a motorcycle sci-fi race shit, and like he's wounded. Michelangelo goes to like a comic version or like a superhero version of the Turtles universe where they all have powers and abilities. But Splinter's evil, and then my favorite one, which is the darkest it's probably the darkest episode in that series, where Donatello goes to a reality where Splinter died. Leonardo, Raphael, and Michelangelo are kind of like scattered. They don't want to see each other anymore, and Shredder has been ruling like the world for like the past 20 years, and they've grown and they're older, and like it's implied that Donatello left the group. We don't even know if he's dead or anything, but like the current version of Donatello kind of goes there, and he's like, oh shit, I gotta fix things, and ultimately everyone else dies, and he manages to like save everyone else, and like by that I mean like the world, and he defeats Shredder and everything. Like it was a really dark part of the series, but I really enjoyed that about Ninja Turtles. Like I like the wackiness.
So I'm trying to look and see, because I remember watching I think 2003 series, but I only watched later on. So I remember the future shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
with the robot and the kid. And that's literally all I remember.
Series, but it's technically connected.
So
like
apparently they call it's like the 6th season of it, but it's like its own. It's like I don't get it.
Was it future?
Fast forward.
There you go.
It was the 4 kids series. That's why it was weird.
Yeah,
because 4 kids. Am I right?
Like the animation and the story. Like I know there's a YouTube channel out there. I don't know if they still have it because I don't know about YouTube's rules there, but like it is a great series, and if you can find it, I highly recommend you watch the 2003 version because like some things are dated, but like it's a great series. As far as it's standing out to me, I don't know, it's such a different idea. Like since then there was many like people copying that idea. Like there was like ninja frogs, as I think at one point, or toads, I forget. But like every now and then there's like weird, or maybe back in the 90s there were like weird alternate versions of the Ninja Turtles that were written by other publishers because they wanted some money. And I just feel like the Ninja Turtles really like stuck out because of like its weird concept, and I think making it for kids obviously worked for a good amount for merchandise. But like I think that's the only reason why they made the show, because they're like, we have toys, let's make a show. But like they sold a shit ton of like merchandise back in the day. I don't know, but I think that it's like a weird concept that it stands out on its own like that. And I I remember like wanting to be like, I want a turtle shell. I want to dress up like Ninja Turtles. Like I don't think I ever did, but like
have you guys ever seen the episode? I think it's My Strange Addictions. Was that one chick who was obsessed with being a fucking Ninja Turtle?
She bought one of the original masks?
No, suits, like a full suit.
Suit? Oh, I thought it was just the mask.
I think it was a mask and a suit. It was crazy. She like only ate like pizza.
Yeah.
She literally was trying to like live as a Ninja Turtle. God, every time I think of the Ninja Turtles, I'm reminded of that.
That's
just fucking hilarious.
That's like
I'm not to that level, like, like it's more of a
that's how you are with Mando, but like that's understandable.
Nobody's
Wait, hold on. I'm not eating Grogu's like
cookies
and shit.
Cookies.
Yet. What you mean? Them shit's
You don't know how to
expensive.
make it. That's the problem.
Fine, you got me there. You got me there.
Them shit's like $50. I remember seeing them on the.
Yeah. I'm not paying $50 for that.
Wait till someone.
I'm not paying $50
Tear
for
them
that.
joints up. Wait.
All right, if anybody wants to send it to me, my PO. But no, I'm kidding. I don't know, but yeah, the Ninja Turtles really good. I recommend 2003 show, and actually the 2012 one, the one that Eric just sent, is not terrible.
Yo, I just put
The
my
Nickelodeon
son
one?
on to that like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I bought him Ninja Turtle toys, which is hilarious. That it is really good. Like I've watched most of them with him.
2012 is really good.
Yeah.
It just it's weird for me because like it like kind of drags a little bit, which is where I stopped watching because I find it maybe for kids they're not gonna pay attention, but I found it really jarring when they changed the Leonardo voice actor.
Oh yeah,
Like, I heard it.
it
It was who's the American Pie dude?
something.
I don't know why. I feel like Jack will know.
No idea.
Something.
Which one?
Him.
The main guy,
Kevin Bacon?
Jason Briggs.
No.
Biggs.
Yeah.
Jason Biggs.
I don't
He
know why
voiced-
I said Kevin Bacon.
You never know. Kevin Bacon.
He voiced Leonardo
He's
in
connected
the
to everything.
first 2 seasons. So 6 Degrees. But like
Oh, okay. See, I'm
Next
on
up-
there.
next up for the voice was Seth Green, which do you guys know who Seth Green is?
Yeah. He was in Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
The live act.
well, I mean, he's done a lot of things, so I mean, I feel like you guys are bound to know shit. He was one of the creators of Robot Chicken.
Deamba.
Yeah, he voiced them. And like you can, it's so weird because the explanation in the show is like, "Oh, Shredder hurt my vocal cords, but I'm okay." I'm like, "You're just a different dude. Just own up to that."
David Tennant
yeah.
Like
is
you're
in it.
paying attention that much.
I know. I'm just saying because when I watched it, it's the first thing I noticed. I'm like,
No,
"Oh,
I meant
this
like
is
they're
weird."
gonna act like kids paid attention that much. Like,
Well, that's what I'm
kinda-
saying. Like it's
Yeah.
it's fine, because kids won't realize it. But like me as how old was I when I saw that? Maybe 16.
2012.
Yeah, no. This came out 2012, so I was probably 16. I didn't watch it immediately. The intro song is really good. All right, that's enough for me.
I always get back to the old one though. The
All right, let's
Turtles.
see. Yeah,
Teenage Mutant.
Turtles in a half shell.
Turtle Power. All right, Eric, you ready?
Is it my turn already?
Yeah.
Oh God, I was not ready for this. I don't have anything ready. So my character that I chose is Spawn. Spawn is an anti-hero, and he was created by Todd McFarlane, the same guy who created, I don't want to say created, bought the rights for Venom and made Venom way better than a 16-year-old can. I mean, that's just that. The first time I was introduced to Spawn was the 1997 movie with Michael J. White. That man is God.
That fucking first fucking gift. That guy is freaky as fuck.
Well, okay, well, I'll explain why he looks like that. So, and so it started off with his name's Al Simmons. I don't know if that's his full name but he was what I want to say, like a CIA agent or something. Yeah, he was some. I don't know what he was. He was some type of
He
military
was up in the
agent.
ranks.
Yeah, he was up there to where he did missions and stuff like that. And then he goes on this one mission and everything goes wrong and he dies, unfortunately. He makes a deal with the devil because he automatically goes to hell. This man was killing people left and right. Automatically goes to hell, makes a deal with the devil to get back to his wife, and he becomes Hellspawn. So he comes back to Earth, and I want to say this guy looks crazy. He looks like Freddy Krueger in Deadpool, but way worse.
Well, uglier.
Way worse, dude. What was it, a devil? I don't know if it was actually a devil or not. It was weird though. But what
I
he
think it was a
does,
devil.
Yeah, it's Devil Male Bellagio, something like that.
yeah. I don't know what his armor's made. It's like necroplasm, whatever the hell that is. it covers his whole body, and it can create like weapons and chains, and he has this big CGI ass cape. Like it
It looks
moves
terrible.
way.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't care what it looks like in the movie, but I'm saying
He
like you
looked
would
like
see.
trash.
Oh no, the idea is good. It's just the movie looks weird.
Yeah, they just put a lot of like thought into how they want his cape to move and like how it interacts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the show too. There's a show for HBO that was made like right around time. He was voiced by what's that dude's name? Keith David?
Is he a famous voice
Yeah,
actor?
No, his name's Keith David. He voices Dr. Palliser and the Princess and the Frog. I figured that's one y'all would know.
Oh.
Yeah, that's who
okay.
voices him as Spawn.
Jeez.
He so his voice is like real deep, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He actually voiced Spawn in Mortal Kombat too. Oh, I didn't know that. When I was first introduced to him, it was apparently the show because my mom and dad used to watch the show where he
Oh
cusses.
shit! Really?
Yeah, he like cusses, all types of stuff that cartoons didn't do in the 90s, besides like Ren and Stimpy. But this was HBO. And I think I like him because he has the like, what is it, the chains sometimes that come out of him?
Yeah.
And they like wrap around people and they can like just automatically kill somebody. That picture's freaking me out. And
What
like,
Dan said?
he literally, yeah, I don't know why.
That's dope right there.
I
It's-
like
it's
it a
the
lot.
lightning.
It's
I
just
fucking
freaking me
love
out
it.
the way that I'm like looking at it. But he he does a lot to where he could what I want to say like on par with Green Lantern to like an extent of what he can imagine. Because
Oh, I was confused. I was like, you mean the suit?
kind of,
yeah. It's more Venom.
I was thinking that too, but it's more.
It's too close.
Yeah, I don't want to compare him to Venom because that's like that is very
Okay,
close.
all right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
No,
Spawn
you're
fans.
fine.
That's not what
You're
I
fine.
meant.
So the cool thing about Spawn though is in the comics, it was Image Comics is being published. Image Comics is, I believe, also created by Todd McFarlane, and Todd McFarlane has
yes.
been writing Spawn and I guess drawing Spawn since the first issue, which was in May of 1992. I think it's the longest issue that's still running, that's still run by a creator at this point. And I just,
You know the story behind Image Comics?
I don't think so.
Well, just real quick, there were a bunch of like Marvel and DC writers.
They got fired or quit.
No,
They ran
quit
away.
because- they quit because they were like, we want more ownership of what we have. They're like, nah, but what you make, we also make. You know, like it's like the Russian meme, our characters.
Yeah.
So they
They
said,
want it to
okay,
be
we're
their
leaving, and now
characters.
now we make new characters that are ours.
Yeah, they left and they made their own new characters. So it's I think they had Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane,
Who is the BuzzFeed
Mark
debacle
Silvestri.
before BuzzFeed?
Will Spataccio. I forgot that guy was in there. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of characters made from that. I think what's his face?
It says
Something Lizard.
they're the third comic book graphic novel publisher, which I believe after
Yeah.
who else is up there, you know.
Oh, Savage Dragon. That's another character. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Everything else got bought out.
Yeah, they also do The Walking Dead and Kick Ass. I didn't know that. And Invincible. Invincible has a show coming out on Amazon. Wow. So actually they they are
They're pretty up there.
well for stuff compared to like Marvel and DC, which is really
Compared to the
known,
big boys.
which those are the only big boys.
Conglomerates.
So
Ha
I hate it here.
Uh,
Like what else? He's been in video games a lot, actually. Soul Calibur 2. I didn't know that.
Wait
He
for
has-
which console though? Because it probably is on
Xbox?
different. Okay, that makes sense.
Xbox 360, PlayStation 3,
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 11.
I love how he fits that universe too.
Well,
Like no other place where like
yeah,
you could do some shit like that with another character.
he's cool. I like him, and apparently, so like, there's a movie, a reboot that has been in development for I want to say about 6 years. Well, no, he's been trying to make one, but like official reboot that I've heard about, and it was supposed to be about instead of Spawn, it was going to be Twitch, which Twitch is like his right hand guy. Like he goes to him for stuff and like missions and things like that. So Jeremy Renner was gonna play Twitch in this one. I don't know what's going
Oh
on if
my
he
God.
still is, because something happened with Jeremy Renner's wife. So it they started like talking about it less and less. But who was supposed to play Spawn in this reboot was Jamie Foxx, and
I see.
that speaks all for itself right there. I don't even have to elaborate.
Facts, no printer.
Don't
Is that what
even-
Carlos says or something?
That's gross. So gross.
Oh, no ink or some shit? I don't remember.
Oh my god.
No, here's the facts, no paper, something like that.
Oh, my bad.
Oh
I
my
don't remember.
I'm sorry, Carlos.
Damn, bro.
There's also a Japanese manga, apparently.
We gotta say it like that.
Oh, what?
That's
A mango?
what it
Also
says.
mango.
Japanese
Manga.
mango?
That's what it says. I don't want to
It
hear
doesn't
it.
say that. It says manga.
Jalapeno.
Mango.
You
Is
should
that what they
see-
got going on?
You should see what it says. I don't care. Fuck y'all. I love
That makes
the
sense.
movie.
In all reality, that does make
Anime.
sense. I mean, there is a bunch of
mangoes.
anime and like manga for superhero shit.
Yeah, well,
That's
this
Yeah.
actually pretty cool.
it's been around for a long time. And his villain, like he is a villain. So like I can't do it.
He's an anti-hero.
His
Yeah, I mean,
nemesis, the Violator, is
Whoa.
the best thing that you want out of a nemesis.
His name is the Violet.
okay.
What
His
name
name
for it?
is the
It's just
What
so-
name for
Violator.
an antagonist too?
sounds so sus.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's it. That's all you need to know. So the Violator in the movie, he was played by John. Say his name, Dan. I'm not gonna say it.
John Leguizamo.
And I swear to God, it was the best thing ever. There's a scene where he like sees a pizza by the trash cans when Al comes back as one of the spawns for the first time. And when I say on this pizza there was like anchovies and like other things because it was by the trash can, he opens the box, looks at it. There's a bunch of maggots just crawling over it, and this dude goes, "Ew,
Oh.
anchovies." Picks the anchovies off and starts eating it. I don't know what the thought process of this movie was, but hiring him was like the single best thing of the movie.
Dude, I can't believe it's the same guy who played Luigi in the Mario movie.
That was right around the same time.
Do the
Yeah, that was the 97. When would Spawn? Spawn was
Oh.
97, I think, right?
They were both around that time.
Oh my god.
Yup.
He was
That's
like,
ugly.
he's like short too already, so they didn't even have to do anything.
He
They just
did
put
you
him in,
remember
like,
we
a
talked
fat
about
suit.
him? He was in Mando. He was the season 2, the villain from the arena club thing.
At the very beginning.
Yeah. Who he hung upside down.
hmm
All right, don't mind the toy next to the image I sent. It's like a weird, crappy version, but like, he looks really like young in that like the 90s look. So
He
look,
is.
compare that to
What's
what
the
he is in
dog like
Spawn.
John Cena?
It is John
It does. You know what? It kind of does.
Just is John Cena.
John Cena. Them boots. Them boots.
There is his jumping boots.
How do you say his last name? I'm
John-
not gonna get it.
Oh my god.
Nah, bro.
Leguizamo.
20 something years
Leguizamo.
of my life, and I will never know how to say this man's last name.
Dog, someone else say it to prove that it's
Leguizamo?
it's an easy. Thank you. Okay. Oh my god, Eric. This is
That's
the worst CGI. kid.
Yeah, you gotta
No,
think
it's-
about
That's some
what,
Spy Kid CGI right there.
yeah.
That's
Literally, I
disgusting.
think that's the same hall that they used when he was like, "You took ballet? What a coincidence!" That's what it looks like.
I even remember a quote from Spy Kids.
I don't even remember a quote from Spy Kids. Jesus Christ.
Guys, I don't know why. That was just in my head.
I just remember the fucking siblings dropping into shit.
Dude, I cannot wait to see Jamie Foxx.
If it
That's
still
fun.
happens, dude, like it's been in development for years.
I know. I'm just saying I can't wait this because obviously the CGI is gonna be better, but like his presence, I think is gonna be really interesting.
I think he could do it even after he plays Mike Tyson, whenever that's gonna be. Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Jack. Oh fuck, Eric, do you want to say your stand-up point, like why he stood out?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, why not? I can go back into it.
Okay,
All right,
just last thing. Okay.
Yeah, so the reason why it stands out to me is because apparently I didn't know my mom and my dad watched the actual show growing up, and for some reason, him looking like a burnt piece of bacon was just like intriguing to me, and I don't know why. Like I wanted to know more about like his origins and stuff like that. And I think the show is on HBO Max too, so I
Yeah,
might
let me
watch
check.
that.
I have it open.
Yeah,
Spawn.
Future episode? Question mark.
Spawn.
Oh shit! It is cool.
We want to do the
Oh.
boys. I don't want to hear this.
It's okay. We can still put it on the list. It's not like we
We
can't.
have such a long list of shows already, though.
Hey, yo, we did. We went through Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I know, but we
We can do more.
next.
I know
And then
we can do more.
The WandaVision we're watching like now, so that one's just
But
gonna
I'm
happen.
saying that episode's gonna happen, and then the boys.
I'm on
Future.
what I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay. All right, Eric, you good?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna
All
find
right, Jack.
no gifts.
So I did Kingsman: The Secret Service because it's a very interesting concept. Because so the comic came out in 2012, and the movie came out in 2014. So it's about Gary in the movie. It's Gary Eggsy, whose late father secretly worked for a spy organization, and his father dies, and he's with his mother and his stepfather, and he's not a huge fan of his stepfather because he kind of bullies Eggsy. He's also headed in a state of life behind bars because he's all angsty, kinda, and how dapper agent Harry Hart recognizes potential in him and recruits him to be a trainee in the Secret Service. It's like the British secret agency that nobody really knows about, and it's really hard to get in. Meanwhile, villainous Richard Valentine, it's played by Samuel L. Jackson, and he's super funny in this because he talks with a lisp, and he launches a diabolical plan to solve the problem of climate change via a worldwide killing spree. And I just find it super interesting.
Jack.
Yes.
Are they related in any way?
What?
Eggsy and Harry?
No.
I think in the comic it's implied that they are related.
No, I don't think so.
I've listened to many podcasts on the
On the Kingsman?
not on the Kingsman, but on the podcast that I really listened to, or that I listened to, they talked about Kingsman, and they were like talking about the significant differences between the comic and the film.
Yeah.
Whereas in the movie, they look very similar in like design, and I think that's why I said I think it's implied that they are related.
A cool thing about this universe is that it's a part of the writer Mark Miller, and the universe is called Millerverse, and it's
Yes, it is.
what?
Miller.
It is. I forgot that's what he named it.
Yeah.
It's my
your man,
universe,
man.
bitch.
It's Pedro Pascal. Just putting it out
Yeah.
there for everyone.
So
Ooh.
a part of the same universe as Kick-Ass. If any of you ever heard of the movie or
Yeah,
heard
it's
of
in the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved Kick-Ass because it was funny as well.
Oh my god, the church fight. That's
I have to say, the church fight from the first movie is like one of the greatest movie fights I think
Yeah.
ever.
it is
It's
great.
fucking incredible.
But I know people got so mad.
You know what's so funny too is that Samuel L. Jackson's character hates seeing blood, and he
Oh yeah, he like gets violently ill.
Yeah, and that's one of the funniest parts about the movie. And he accidentally shoots what's Harry Hart's
don't. Okay.
what?
It's fine.
It's
I'm
not-
saying it's fine.
It's a 6-year-old movie, so if you haven't watched it, oh well, kinda. Samuel
McDonald's.
Samuel Jackson's character
Burger.
shoots Harry Hart's eye,
Have it shot murder.
and he becomes
What was he
very
with?
ill.
The
Yeah,
second-
that's his
That's the second.
that's his main weapon that Pedro Pascal's character uses is a whip.
Yo.
Oh god damn! Yo, you bringing up smoke
Ki-
or dust, whatever it called.
I
No, it's smoke. It's so fire.
I highly recommend
You know, if you're
both
right.
movies because in the second one we get this really cool song sequence from what's his face Mark Strong Merlin's character. It's a I forget the song name.
West Virginia.
Yeah,
That's
thank you. Mountain
Country Road?
Mama. Yeah.
See, I got confused for a second because I was thinking Old Town Road, and I was like, no,
No,
that's
it's
not
Take
it.
Me
Right?
Home.
this dude.
Oh,
It's not that old.
And Merlin is a Scot. I think he's Scottish. No, he's English. His English accent is so different from everybody else's.
I just realized it's a briefcase.
Yeah.
He's shooting in the air.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
The whole
So I was looking at the umbrella.
the whole thing is so clever with these gadgets and whatnot because all the different gadgets have different abilities. Like the umbrella is bulletproof and it shoots, so that's kind of cool.
There's a design flaw. Just shoot the legs.
True.
Shh, it's fine.
Honestly.
Also, Pedro Pascal. Hip.
The publisher
Whip me
is
here.
from Icon Comics. But it's been
Oh, Icon. Yeah.
but it's one of those things that some of them are from Icon Comics and their own, and it's produced by Mark Miller.
Icon Comics is an imprint of Marvel Comics.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's where a bunch of people who didn't want to be part of Marvel, so they
It's the same story with Image.
yeah, they created all these publishers created their own like little comic book publisher so that they didn't have to work for either or, and they could create their own stuff as they pleased, as they will. The first it was only like a 3-issue the first one came out, The Secret Service. It was renamed because of the movie that came out. I find it funny how it was issued of a Playboy magazine, and then
I mean, these movies are weird.
true, and then
You can't forget literally the ending of the first one where he goes to rescue the princess.
Hey,
She
yo.
offers him a thing. Weren't we talking about a Kingsman thing coming out?
It got delayed again.
it's just called The King's Men.
King's Man.
Yeah,
Isn't it just a prequel?
Yes.
Yeah. it stands out because of like how they all get dressed up and they just kind of kick ass, criminal ass. And it just seemed it's an interesting concept of nobody really knowing about them, and it's like an underground type of thing.
The way the filmmaker, I forgot what his name was. The guy, the director, made the
Matthew
first one. He was
Vaughn.
yeah, great director. He's one of my favorite X-Men movies he did.
Yeah,
But he the way he went about it was like, I want to make a spy movie, but I want to make it fun. Not like, oh look, it's James Bond and there's James Bond music in the background. It's more,
yeah.
look at this world, look how weird, wacky it could be.
Mhm. He also did the Kick-Ass movies.
Yeah.
He did Rocket Man. Eddie the Eagle. Those are some movies that I've seen and really liked.
Wasn't Taron?
Taron Egerton.
Yeah, wasn't he
Played
in all of them?
Elton John.
He was in all these movies, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not Kick-Ass, but yeah.
Well, not yet.
He wasn't in
Okay.
X-Men First Class either.
I mean, I meant the rest of them, but he wasn't. Yo.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, I think we can leave off on that and go on to Lenny. What do you have for us?
Let's go. All right.
Yes.
Mine is a manhwa, very similar to Antonio's pick. My manhwa is Kill the Hero. And the character I'm, talking about is also an anti-hero named Kim Woo Jin. His background is lazy. I'll say that because he has a very vague, unknown background.
They might
Where-
explain it more later, but
He was abandoned by his parents. He lived on his own, and he fended for himself in the streets. But between those times, portals were opening up, and monsters were coming out of it. So he joined I don't know if it's just
guild.
a self-defense force. No, not yet.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah, right.
he used to be a gunman. He used to be
Wait,
a
is there
rifle.
GIF?
There are no gifts. I could not find any.
Aw.
There are pictures though. I can give you
Okay.
pictures.
Yeah, let me see that.
He is kind of nice though.
Yeah.
Basically he becomes a gunman and then he
Ooh.
joins a guild. But he gets betrayed by the guild because his goal is to make sure these portals stop opening for good. But the guild makes money off clearing portals. So they end up offing the main character because he's gonna try to stop them from making money.
It's also important to note that the guild is called the Messiah Guild, aka they're the ones that are known for being the good guys, and they're the ones that are gonna, save the world.
Yeah, they're literally the holy light of all guilds.
Yeah, they're the good guys compared to everybody else.
But after he dies, he gets revived at a point where right before he becomes a player, which is what people with powers are. I'm trying to think of everything. So it shows him literally 1v7 against a horde of orcs when he just has an assault rifle. So that just shows how strong he is without any powers. And then when he chooses to get powers, at first he chose a holy protected domain, but now he chose Lord of the Underdark kind of thing.
aka Necromancer.
Yeah, he becomes a necromancer at this point. And I don't know how far I want to go with this, but basically he gets in with a portal contractor and a guild in order to do run so that he could become stronger so they can get revenge on the Messiah Guild and those that have killed him.
Also,
And
I was gonna say to add on, before he died, he was pretty much the I don't know if you call him a contract or not. He was they're kind of an assassin for the Messiah Guild. He was going around doing their dirty work. He was pretty much he was kind of well known, but he was a master of all weapons, pretty much. He was just a jack of all trade. So when he becomes a necromancer, all of his summons have the same skills that he does. So they're all really strong for summons.
No, really, they're just stubbornly strong for summons. And so basically, he just goes around clearing dungeons. But how he does it, it's that you have to have multiple people in dungeons, so multiple guilds sign up for dungeons. So what he does is he either go off on his own to kill the boss himself, or he'll sabotage the entire attack force just so he can get an advantage in some way. I don't know how much further you want me to go into the synopsis for that, but
It's still fairly early along too, so
yeah,
there's not too much to say yet.
yeah, that too. It's it's not even done with the first season.
I think you're on chapter 45.
Ooh, I'm on the latest one, 52.
Am I not caught up?
Are you not?
Let's check.
Hold up. Oh, wait a minute.
He's fighting like another like squad of people that are trying to kill him again.
Yeah.
It's like the 5th one. Actually, that might be the 5th one. I need to check again though. Oh, another thing. He also goes incognito as a Russian contractor as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he has 2 aliases, and one of them is known for clearing an impossible dungeon that has killed multiple raids before.
Yeah, the what was it? The
Needle snake.
That's what it was.
Yeah. That one was really
And he
cool.
ends up getting the like the item that every guild wants from it. But he pretty much, so because he has isekai'd, he knows a lot about the world and a lot about like the people and how they think. So he's just smarter than everybody. So instead of just like keeping the item to himself and not saying anything to anybody, he says, "I'll gift it to the Messiah Guild." And in turn, they can't be seen as weak, so they don't take it. And instead, they give him a gift. So in the end, it's more than just like how solo leveling is just him getting stronger. It's this guy who's also playing mind games with like the world around him because he already knows what they're gonna do because he's already lived through it once.
I don't know if I know he cut relations with certain guilds. There's the one with the samurai type one where it's like the master bowman and master swordsman.
Oh, the Bone Guild?
Yeah. They cut ties with like 1 or 2 guilds themselves because Kim Woo-jin like dismantled their operations and like
Yeah, the Messiah Guild's like about to stop doing shit with them.
yeah. I guess the next thing to say is that the latest I can find an upload date for this is March 28th of 2020. That's the earliest I can find.
Sounds right.
Yeah. And it was made by the artist called D-Dart. And I don't think there's anything much to say about that.
It's pretty good.
Very good.
Yeah, well, what does this stand out?
Yeah, it stands up because, well, at first I was looking for another thing to read while solo leveling was, updating.
Feel that. I found another one, by the way. We can talk after.
Ooh.
See me after class.
But like, I found like 3 recommendations, but I don't know why or what's up with me about someone that's like, hey, it's not the fact that it's almost an isekai, but it's like he goes back and gets revenge. I'm like,
God, I love revenge stories. I get a hard on for them.
Like I played this genre multiple times, and I know revenge solves everything, so I had to read this. But yeah, that's really it. It's like it was similar to other stories, but it had that really big twist of like, I'm gonna kill these people that I used to work with, who were the good guys, but are actually greedy.
See, I like that cliche. I like these guys are considered saints. Are really like devils in disguise. That's why I really like and like other isekais where it's like, hey, the church is the villain all along. I don't know why. I just really like that cliche.
I
trope.
just fully grasp what you just said.
Well, yeah, no. Well, it's not even like the regular church, but it's like the church of like that world, like whatever religion is really corrupt or something. Like I like that cliche.
All right. Is that it, Lenny?
Yes, that is.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to say anything else? Anything to add?
I found out that on my anime list, solo leveling is number 18, so we have a chance.
It's a chance.
Oh.
And Tower of God's only 88. Come on.
There's a chance.
I would also like to mention that Brandon picked Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, did he actually?
Yeah, that was his.
Oh. Because I was going to go back and forth with him if you wanted to do the
Yeah, I believe that was the pick.
That sounds familiar.
Because I literally told him I think I can do Scott Pilgrim if you wanted to do Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say it because he's not here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention I like Donatello the best.
Nerd.
Y'all can add me if you want.
I understand that.
I keep forgetting which one's which. I don't.
So
Raphael's the red one.
What weapon is he? I
Yes.
don't know
Bow
colors.
staff.
Oh,
Raphael's the
Bow staff.
Sai.
Yeah.
Size. I don't know.
Raph
what
is Sai,
fuck
Leo is katanas, Mikey is nunchucks, and then
Nunchucks.
Donatello is bow staff.
it's.
I like the nunchuck one.
Yeah.
I like the ninja.
He knows when it's party time.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Turtles in a half
All
shell.
Turtle power.
You know, I can sing the. I'm not gonna do it, but I can sing the 2012 one.
Dude, I
I
fucking love
memorized
that.
I was
Later.
I was
I would like
watching it.
because you said you were like, damn, it's a bop. I was like, yeah, it was. So I listened to it again too.
I gotta watch the newer movies. The newer movies were actually not that terrible. And they
They
had
look disgusting.
Megan Fox and Stephen Amell in them. So like,
Okay, first one didn't focus on the Ninja Turtles enough. Second one, it did, but it went too far to like, hey, kids, this
Hi,
is
kids.
this is a kids movie
like
now. Like this is
violent?
that. Like that's it.
What was that song with was it Wiz Khalifa and Juicy J? Nah,
Shell
nah,
Shocked?
you about
Yeah.
to get your shot. That shit was a bop.
Oh, that's so bad. That's just trash.
You're trash. You don't know good
That's
music
trash.
except for
You just don't. You just don't go. You just don't know culture, Pat. That's all.
Okay.
For your ears. Oh,
To
my
Fucking
bless
God.
hot, you're about to get cell shocked. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna listen to this on the way to walk us out of the podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast. We hella appreciate it. Wherever you may have listened to that, if you want to switch that up, we're available on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. And for the YouTube, if you guys want to, if you like us and you want to support us, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give us a like on this video if you enjoyed. Leave a comment. Which is your favorite Ninja Turtles?
Who's your favorite,
Who's your
Sung
favorite?
Jin Woo summon?
I was gonna say just Comic Hero.
What's your
not
favorite
Marvel.
Kim Jin skeleton? I like the short one.
What is that?
I like the first one. It's funny.
Let's see. We have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We're at Nerds Be Like Pod. On the Instagram, you can message Eric on any like DM him any questions, comments, concerns you want to let us know, and if you want to do it in a more formal way, we got you covered on the Nerds Be Like Pod at gmail.com. You can do the same thing. You can also send a future topic you want us to cover. It's something like that, Let's see. You can also review us on the iTunes app. Patty, go ahead.
Hey, yeah. Leave the 5-star review. Offer's still there. ASMR reading.
Oh god.
Right. For that to happen, you have to leave a written out review.
With 5 stars. If you don't give 5 stars,
I feel like 5 stars is enough.
you can't write something down.
No, I'm
It's not
saying
5
it's to write.
stars. I'm not gonna read it.
I'll read it.
That's not.
I'm saying.
If it's anything below 3, I'll read it. How about that?
Oh my god.
That's just weird.
I'm just saying for the ASMR reading out, the kind of thing. All right.
Oh, I'm screaming.
We didn't read this. We didn't say who was gonna do March. Eric, you want me to do it?
Go ahead, Dan. You're the boss.
Yeah,
Okay.
merch.
We have merch in the link below. We have designs such as WandaVision inspired design with it says baddest witch with a little Vision Easter egg. We also have a Mando shirt up there. We have a Godzilla versus King Kong shirt in the works, and a Willy Wonka. Sorry, what was it?
What's it, Willy Wonka?
No.
I don't remember. I
It's
don't
written-
remember.
It's written down somewhere.
Oh, Wonka Flonka Flay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh wait, you forgot?
Wonka Flonka Flay.
I thought we
It's
just
written
weren't
down.
saying it.
No, it's written down somewhere. I forgot.
Wonka, fuck.
It's saved. It's saved.
Wonka
It's- and if you don't understand that reference, make sure you listen to the actors episode we did 2 weeks ago. So we have those designs available on shirts, hoodies, mugs, travel mugs, stickers, you name it. Things. Eric, you have a hoodie.
Stuff there.
Yeah, I'm actually
Right.
right now.
Are you wearing it right
Yeah,
now?
I really am. And I'm wearing my custom
Ooh.
Ooh, aha.
hat. One of a
God
kind.
damn it.
Aha.
It's tough. Try to write Dan on Instagram and tell him to make more hats because It's official.
Jack also has the travel mug as well as the hoodie or
The hoodie and the t-shirt.
yeah. Oh yeah, t-shirt. Yeah. I mean, in the future we're also gonna have different things coming up. A lot more variety. So look out for that. Let's see what else we got. We also have links available in the description for like resources and donations. We have one for the Black Lives Matter movement. We also have a few for like a couple different links for donations for the coronavirus situation. Any amount would help for either the coronavirus or any like donations for the Black Lives Matter movement. Yeah, let me see what we have coming up next week.
What do we have coming up next week?
What do we have?
Maybe.
Super Bowl
Ooh.
roundup.
Oh my God, yeah. So
We're-
it's currently Wednesday right now. So we're literally
talking.
waiting for Sunday to come in for
And
I'm not
then
gonna watch
after
Super
that
Bowl.
is the
Well, right
episode
after.
I've been waiting for.
yeah. Oh yeah. We
Not
have
gonna be
after the Super Bowl episode, we have our Super Bowl news episode. We have a couple very good
Got some bangers.
Some
Interesting.
spicy.
back to back
I'm so excited for both of those.
episodes.
I've been studying up. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I'm sure they know if they listened to previous episodes. I feel like you've mentioned it before.
Well, what the episodes
Well,
are,
well,
yeah, but not what they.
Well,
not what I'm saying.
yeah. Don't say it, but like,
Yeah.
we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Super Bowl next week and following week's bangers as well.
We got our next
back to back.
month planned. So
Arse.
Yeah,
like, no
Months.
matter what, we have the next
it is months.
month
With an
planned.
S.
And the month of October.
Witness.
Because the month of October
Yeah.
is always planned.
We got our shit together. That's all we gotta say.
Boom, bada, boom, boom, bop.
Boom, pow.
Bop, bop,
Bada,
ow,
bop, boom. All right,
bop,
we'll just leave you with that, and we'll catch you guys next week. See ya, everyone.
Good night, gamers.
Night.
Whoopity scoop.
Knock, knock. Get shell shocked.